Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn here on the Ark, where we are progressing well. We have 29 barrel doing nothing, so we need to assign them, which means more beavers can live the life of luxury. We haven't built our carousels yet because we haven't built the other platforms over here yet, and it's getting there. 14, being slow. So what I want to do, I think we need things are coming in okay. Things are coming in. The problem we have is wood. Wood is becoming a problem, and I have been doing the maths and hoping that I get the maths right, because anyone will know that watches I am brilliant at the maths, absolutely fantastical at the maths. Never get anything wrong, never get myself confused. But I have gone over this several times, so we should be okay. So I said last episode that the maple seed is the best tree. And it is based on how long they take to grow. Birch is like 0.1 wood a day. Pine and chestnut trees are 0.16, and maple trees are 0.26. So they are just better. You know, just generally they are way better than that. So you get 0.26 trees a day. So we'll go with 0.26. We have 396 trees planted here. Yes, I counted them, not every single one. I counted a row and but yeah, we have 396 trees here. Now, you figure out how many that is for trees a day you get, and it comes down to 102. So we should get, on average, 102 trees per day from here. That doesn't take into account time chopping down the tree and time transporting back pieces, so it would be a bit lower than that, but we'll go with 102. It works. However, these here are 1.3. They use one log in 1.3 hours, and that means they use 18.4 logs a day. 24 divided by 1.3. I didn't have this one up. 18.4 logs. Yes, I did remember the numbers. Yay! And if you times that by how many we have here, we're going to be using 166 logs a day just in our planks, and that's more than the 102. And that doesn't include wherever we're burning them, because you also burn logs in places. It's very slow, but it does add up when you've got this many things to burn. So we're going to need, I think, to double this farm. We need to kind of double the size of this farm. And I'm not entirely sure how to do it. I mean, we could come out the back here, and we could extend this out and do whatever we want to do out here. We could come off the side here and build another platform along here and do whatever here. We are kind of reaching the limits of our area, so this path I feel would go a lot longer. But to do that, we need logs to build that, and by the time we build that, we'll have our carousels anyway. So the issue is that we're struggling for box, and we're struggling for the gears to make the box, I believe. We've got 7 gears in stock, not enough. So I need to basically use some land we already have, where I don't have to build anything more, and get more trees, which is not doable. It's not actually doable based on what I currently have here. We could definitely shrink the farmland down, but I'm concerned that I'll pick something to shrink the farmland down and it'll go wrong. We could shrink down the grain a little bit. That wouldn't be an issue. We could definitely get rid of the end here and put trees up there, but we would need to double this, which is that, not that little bit. Even if we did a bit there, a bit here, a bit here. And the other thing as well is you need to put in foresters to chop down the trees as well. So it's not like I can just say, hey, we'll drop down these trees here. I need a forester somewhere nearby so that we can drop them down. We do have a gap here for these, so that is an option. We could always chop down the maple down here and get it to regrow. But we would have to use all that and all this, chestnut trees, in order to do it, in order to keep up. And I don't really know whether that's a good idea, or... because if we chop it all down, it means we don't get the chestnut, because it's chopped down. And we need to chop it down, like, permanently. It needs to be a constant chopping down. So... I don't know. We need to speculate to accumulate. I need to like extend out here. I think that's what we need to do. Extend out here. Maybe get rid of this wall. Extend out. Would also mean we could possibly raise the water up in this area as well. We could do a little bit on the sides just to make the water raise up a little bit. Doesn't need to. It's okay, but yeah, we need to get some way of chopping down trees. As I said, the problem with extending is the distances. It might not be so bad here because we could possibly like cut a path through the trees here and do something out the back. And remember, we only need the actual buildings to be attached to the town centre. As you can see here, these trees are not attached to the town centre, the district centre. So, but they still grow. They still get planted. They still grow. We could also get rid of some dandelions as well. Definitely don't need as many here. We could figure out exactly how many dandelions we need to keep up with, say, two healers. One dandelion every hour. Well, that's easy. That means we need 48 dandelions a day. And these take 6 days. They take 3 days. They take 3 days because we're not chopping them down. They take 3 days to grow. But once they've grown, they then shrink down to their previous state and then they start growing again. They never have to redo the initial state, so you can ignore that. That's just the initial layout. So it takes 3 days to get one. 48 times 3 means we need 144 of them planted in order to run these permanently, which we don't need to run them. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We only have 100 planted, 98 planted. So that's not right. We don't need 2 of these running, and we only need 1 of them running. So hold on. Yeah, no, it's 48 hours, and it takes 3 days to get one. So yeah, 48 times 3 means we need 144 dandelions to do that. It's finding out the balance. It's finding out how many medicines we might need. But I don't know, because, I mean, it says supply will last for 40 hours. So we're good. And medicine stores up to 40. Do we pick a number and see where it works and then have to balance it a bit later if we need to? We could also put a little bit of a water drop up here and make dandelions up there and make this all trees. I kind of like that idea. I actually kind of like that idea. I think that might be a better way of doing this. And even getting rid of some of these, because we don't need all these. We really do not need all these. Oh, I like that plan. I like that plan. We don't have explosives though, so I can't do anything there. We can't really build explosives, not for one explosive. It's not worth doing. So maybe not. I mean, we could put something at the back there to get, yeah. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort to do. Plus, all this area here is kind of green as well. We have green areas here and here. It's just at the back, so maybe we could put these like up the back and put the medicine around here. And do dandelions up there and turn that to trees. I'm just concerned about not having enough dandelions. But also, we will have less injuries once our beavers live a life of luxury. Because the bees only sting in this area that I'm aware of. I'm guessing. And no beavers should cross this area. They're kind of all coming down here. So maybe they get stung coming down paths to get to these. Maybe it is possible. But I don't see injuries being that much. We're going to do that. We're going to do it. We're going to give it a go. We'll give it a go. We can always change it again later. So we're going to put a single healer in back here. It's not there here. We'll put the single healer in back there. Then what we'll run a path up here and around this to the healer. And then we'll put in 6 medicine huts. I don't think we need more than 6. Not medicine huts, 6. Can we actually get up there? Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, definitely. Right, so pause that and pause that. Don't make any more. Okay. This is going to be the lowest construction site because it needs all sorts of things which we don't have. So we'll make it the second lowest. So we're still doing other things. And we'll get some more well-being, which will be medical beds, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. There we go. So we'll have 6 medical beds. I don't think I've ever seen more than 6 being used anyway. I think I've only seen about 4 being used, so we'll do that. We'll get rid of these. Doop, 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 doop. Get rid of those. And you can see we've got green areas here. So we can put our dandelions in here. We can even get rid of the grass, the run back and put I forgot the word for it. The galleries up here. Oh, you need access. Actually, no, you can go to a different bed. Shoot. And well, I've just deleted that, which means it had a lot of medicine in it. It's fine. I'm not even fussed about the medicine being destroyed. I'm really not. Really, really not. Yeah, but we can put in gatherer flags up here. 1 and 2. We don't need 2. 1 would be sufficient, to be honest with you. What if we did this instead? Do medical beds like that, and you would still get the ability. Yeah, you can grab the entire area there. So we'll do that. We'll shut down these, and we will destroy all of these. Well, we won't destroy the dandelions yet. Can you get up there? You can. You can. Okay, so I think they'll be able to get up there and plant. Maybe not in the corners, but we'll see. Don't know if dandelions spread on their own. I would think they're just like berry bushes, so they should spread on their own. We will see. You're going to be grabbing dandelions, but you can pause. We don't want you. I'm going to be run by a robot. You're going to be run by a robot. And you cannot. Okay. So, let's get our beavers. Removing all of those. This is only going to be a temporary add-on. So we're about 10, 20, 30, 40. We've got 50. 50 here. We get rid of those as well. So that adds 100 to our total, which brings us up to 496. And 496. 496 times 0.26 gives us 128 logs a day, and we still need 166. So it's a bit better, but it's not ideal. It's just building something that requires all the wood to build. These require so many logs and things to build. I don't want to chop these down because then I've got to replant them, and I don't have anything down there to replant, and we'd have to. It's just awkward. It's just awkward. We'll do a band-aid. We'll do a band-aid fix. We'll see how that works. Probably not very well, but we will see how it works. I don't want to get rid of these. Excuse me. I don't want to get rid of these until that's built, because it needs metal blocks, and we're way off on metal blocks. So long for that. We do have 35 beavers now, so I think we can switch this and this over. So we're always going to get scrapping. Scrap we're okay for. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, we've got the water as well. The water's only being pumped by beavers. Right. That's fine. That's fine. We also definitely want loads of logs because we need to do these. And that's like 200 logs. That's like 400 planks. And that's planks, gears, and metal blocks. So we got a little while to go. A little while to go till we can complete. We can get all the monuments, and then I think that's it. I think the monuments are all we need. We might need to put a few more roofs in places, but it might just be because beavers are working again. Push those over. Put these back over. I have found this weird bug. I can't switch the district center around. I have to do it via this menu. And enter their district center. Boom, and that will switch there, but it won't switch via this button. Ah, hold on. That's workers allowed in new building. That's why I'm switching the wrong button. Workers allowed in new buildings. Ah, that's the master switch. I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm an idiot. Not a bug. Ignore me. Okay, so that will switch over, means that all new buildings will be golems by default. Okay, pressing the wrong button. That would be, which means we only have 15 beavers working. Where? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. There are 3 beavers working somewhere. And I am unaware. here, here, here. A wood workshop. So it's not using as many planks. Because we're not good on planks. I'm not good on planks, we don't have the trees. So I didn't want to have them be. Push them over. Okay. Then it's just the this here. This is empty, so we can remove that in preparation for our transition to monument. I need to power the monument. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Probably bring the power up one day. So we're going to bring the build the carousels first. So we're going to build the platform, which is currently at 41. We're going to build the new medical hut. Get that up and running. I will move the dandelions up to the top, which does mean that we're going to be running low on dandelions. Kind of not. We've got 4,000. Do that so they can drop down those there. Right. We've got like 4,000 of them here, but we're good. We are good. Hopefully all your medicine can get used up. These will get built. I'll require some logs and planks. Okay. And then we can plant some more trees. In fact, we should do that like right now. Should plant some maple trees. Get them working. And yeah. Okay, so we'll be back once this platform is built and this is all done, and I will plant the dandelions up the top. I'll just remove these, remove this road back, and we'll just plant dandelions in this corner and in the corner as well. I think I can get to this side. We'll see. We'll see. Wherever we can plant them, we'll plant them, and then you can be harvesting that. Everything can be awesome. And if it turns out to not be enough, we'll remove some trees and put in more. Yeah. Okay. So we should be back when more things are built, which is taking its time because we don't have the resources to do it, but we'll get there, just slow. So the platform has been made and the final lumber mill has been made. Doesn't have the logs in it, not really surprising. Our place up here has been made and done. I'm going to turn it on. Yeah. And our dandelions have been planted. I've removed the planting area because I want them to spread into these corners as well. You can reach. Yeah, so that's all good. That's good. Okay. That's fantastic. That's good. We are out of trees still. That's not right. Oh, both our carousels have been made. Well, that surprises me. Mind you, I suppose once we finish using the metal blocks, we can get them back quite. I didn't factor into the fact that we're doing paper as well. I ignored the paper, so that's even more trees we're going to need. So that's a problem. I've been looking around, and I've been thinking maybe I will get rid of the crops up here and put sunflowers in up here instead. Plant sunflowers up here because that'd be easy to do. That I think would be fairly easy to do. We can tap off like here or something to put sunflowers in. We have some beehives up here as well. We can get sunflowers going up here. We can even get rid of these water tanks and put smaller water tanks in because they're purely just up there for our beavers to drink from. That was the whole point of them. So I might just put a smaller water tank in. I might also put a small water tank in. I'm going to do that right now. So there's another, like there's water there. So beavers that are up here don't have to go so far for water if they. So just something to add to it. I've not seen any beavers use the grindstones in ages. I don't think they're either enabled or I don't think barrel bots can suffer from it. I don't think they suffer from injuries at all. So they're not required. Well, neither of these. The builders' huts aren't actually required anymore, so that's fine. Book-wise, we're doing okay for books. I could store the books up here. I was going to do that a while ago. But we'll do that maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I think perhaps we will. I'll get rid of these as well. I'm going to set these to be none of them. But don't fill up the water. And then we're going to come into the crops and we're going to remove. Is that right? Remove that line there. Backwards. So this one. Don't replant them. That's going to become sunflowers. I don't know if that's enough for our sunflower. It may not. May not. I don't know. I'm just looking at this thinking maybe I could do sunflowers in the centre actually and just do the two either side like we're doing, the sunflowers down the centre. That might not be a bad idea. We need to plant them, but But then once they're planted, it's fine because they're the same as that. So you plant them with farms. But then we can turn this area into trees. And what I'm thinking, we can plant trees and have the chop down trees here as well. So that might be an idea. Plus, it would get rid of the beehives away from this, so we wouldn't have to worry about that so much. And then what I could do is maybe perhaps like turn this farm and this farm into being sunflowers instead in the centre. I like the idea of doing it. I think we're going to do that instead. I think we'll make them all down the centre as well. We've got enough potatoes. We're not harvesting anywhere near the amount of potatoes we have. We will also get rid of these and maybe put into small water tanks next to the farms, so beavers can get some water as well up here. It also means we can get rid of a lot of these paths as well, and that would give us even more sunflowers to have as well. So yeah, I do want to put in some water tanks. Maybe put like one either side. We'll see. So I am going to say, hey, would you actually come back and plant potatoes here? Ooh. And plant carrots back here. Not that you seem to be using this area at all, but we'll make sure we're keeping there. And then we'll put sunflowers down the centre. That'll be fine. We can even leave these because it's only prioritised. This is only prioritised. It's not actually like only do potatoes. So they just prioritise potatoes, and if they've got no space for potatoes or there's nowhere for potatoes to go, then they'll do someone else. So if I do that, that means these ones will prioritise carrots and then do sunflowers. And these ones will prioritise potatoes and then do sunflowers, because sunflowers will be the closest one. And then afterwards they'll do carrots, and afterwards these will do potatoes. So that makes sense. We'll do sunflowers down the centre. Means we'll get rid of these in here. We've got 4,000 sunflowers stored, I think. Yeah, we've got 4,000 sunflowers stored. So we can turn this off now already. Don't plant any more in there. That's fantastic, thank you. We can get rid of the beehives. Well, we'll get rid of the beehives later. We have 15 bots. So what we can do now is we can come in here. We can scroll down, and hopefully this menu will play nice for us all the way down to the bottom. And we can switch our water pumps over like this, and we're going to up the priority on all of these as well. Nope, it reset. Come back down. Okay. Don't know why it does that. But just there you go. So you are all on that now. And then if I close that, there you go. We have one beaver working somewhere. Let's have a quick nose through. Where is the beaver working? Not very obvious. The switches aren't very they need to be coloured. I feel like that this should turn red and this should turn green. I think that would be visually pleasing to see. Don't see it. Ah, yeah, this one. Okay, boom, there you go. So there we go. We now have no buildings working for beavers anymore. We are completely robot, barrel bot run. So when we get our children, our new kids grow up, we will have 120 beavers living the life of luxury, which is fantastic. Fantastic. We still need more trees though, but that's okay. We've got more barrel bots coming, so we'll do it there. And going up to 140 barrel bots. Nope, we're at 186 right now, which makes sense because 140 would be if these were running beavers, and that would be at 16-hour days, so there's another 8-hour days. So instead of making like one a day or one and a bit a day, they make 2 a day. So you don't quite double the amount. Well, we got 2 now, so we'll be 140, and then probably add about 50% on top of that. So 200 barrel bots, I reckon we'll probably get to. That's probably going to be right. So we're going to have lots of barrel bots running around doing nothing, which is fine. I'd rather have them just doing nothing. They can just walk around and enjoy it. But there's a few other things we need to do as well. First and foremost is we need to destroy this and connect it up like the power grid like this. Priority. Let that get built first before we destroy the other side, because if we destroy the other side then it will not work completely, and that'll cause all problems for it. And of course, we don't have the logs for it, but hopefully they will come. They do prioritize building over building. They prioritize building over internal building. That's what I'm trying to say. They prioritize building, a new contract, over putting stuff in another building. So, yeah, rather than putting stuff in here. So, yeah, so as we drop these down, they should come and build this here. Right. Then we can build the other side. I don't want to disconnect both because that would disconnect our bubble baths in the center. Mud baths in the center. We also need to get power coming up here. I'm not quite sure how I want to do that. I kind of need to come off of this inwards because we're going to have on top, we're going to have a monument. We're going to have the tribute of ingenuity on the top here, which means I need to do some other things underneath. That's fine. The tribute of ingenuity here, and that's going to actually look that way over everything. So, boom. And we need to power it. And we're going to have a tribute to the other side, but they don't need, the monuments don't need power, just this one needs power. So we need to bring up power here or behind or somewhere. I'm not quite sure where we're going to do it, but somewhere there we have to do this. But we do have options and choices. So let me do this. So double that. We could come out and come up the back and into it, or we could come up the center. Kind of want to come up both sides just because it looks good. That's why. Also, I could put a building in here, which what I was going to do. I was going to put a building in there and then have the power transfer through it. But there's no building I can put there that is. We don't have a 3x3 building that has a flat roof, other than these. Yeah, other than those. And I don't really want to build another one down there. We'll just run power up, but we'll figure it out later. So that one has been built. This is good. Come down to this one. Let's destroy this. And build this one here. Prioritize that. Okay, they'll build those eventually. And then we can figure out how to run the power up at a later date because we are miles away from building the tribute because it needs 400 planks, 200 gears, and 300 metal blocks. 300 metal blocks, easy. Planks and gears, not so much. Until we get our farm going here for more tree, which is fine. We'll do that very, very soon. Very, very soon. We'll switch over here. So we're close. We are close. We're not quite there yet. We're going to bring the carousels on in the morning. Let the beavers go to bed because now this is running as well. We have power. We have 36,000 horsepower, which is awesome. We're using 6,700. Some buildings aren't running all the time. So I think our power demand doesn't even touch 10k. It never touched 10k. So we're producing 3 times more power than we need. So there we go. Okay, so all the beavers are going to go to bed. We'll turn these 2 on. Boom. And then when the beavers wake up in the morning, which is about now, they'll be able to come and enjoy a carousel, which I don't think any are. They're all going to come. There we go. This can run 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 people. So 24 beavers can run that. And it runs all day and every day. And everything's awesome and fantastic and joyous. There's much rejoicing. 39 happiness and well-being. Woohoo. Roof is a bit low. Carousel will fill up in a moment. We shouldn't have any more bee stings happening because maybe a little bit because of, as I said, the bridges thing. So it gets done now. But yay, we are there. We just need the monument and we're done. But that's going to be a while. It's going to be a little while. I've got to let the game run for a bit and clear out the sunflowers. And then once we clear out the sunflowers, we can do other things there. I could destroy them. I could tell it, hey, would you destroy them? But I'm going to kind of leave it for the minute. Yeah, I'm going to leave it for the minute. And because we also want to clear out these here. And this is going to take a while as well. So. Yeah, we got time. It's fine. 40 happiness, 40 well-being, woohoo! The carousel is almost full. Roof is almost full. Roof we can fix by just putting up carousel. Okay, so the carousels are go. Woo! And the beavers are lovely. Awesome. So we'll leave this here, and we shall come back next time and carry on from there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Until then, as always, have fun. 41 happening. Yeah.